Good morning, everyone. I hope you're having a good day. I'm Brenda Quintana, and today I have a great project for you. This is a no glue folded treat box, Halloween treat box, and I have seen this type of treat box around for a while. I never investigated how to make it. I saw one recently, also a Halloween one, and it was super cute. It was a lot smaller than this one, and I kind of took the design and changed it to dimensions that would work really well for a variety of Halloween candy, because I know that when we go to the store, we all have our favorite Halloween candy. I picked up some of this Halloween candy at the store, and all of this will fit inside of the treat holders. So depending on the size of the candy and the shape, you could get like one or two or three, just depending on how you put them in there into the box. Now, these are so cute because they show both sides of the paper, which is kind of rare on boxes that we make. If you use designer series paper, usually you only use one side, but because this is the way this is folded, you'll see two sides, and they are just really cute. So this one was made with the Potions and Spells bundle, and then I also made some with the Playful Ghosts. So those are our two main Halloween stamp sets or Halloween products, and then I made them using the Halloween Spells paper. I really love this paper. Typically we get 6 different papers, 12 total in a designer series paper pack, and there's 6 double-sided patterns. This time with the Halloween Spells, you're getting it's 4 double-sided patterns and 3 of each. So you're still getting 12, but the papers are just really bright. This one's also with Potions and Spells, and then I think did I show this one at the beginning? This one's with Playful Ghosts. So we're gonna make one with Playful Ghosts and one with Potions and Spells today, so you can see how these come together. These are just really, I think you could make a lot of these and not go crazy. So this is a really nice thing to make for Halloween and maybe for another occasion too, but it holds kind of the typical Halloween size candy, the smaller ones, the one that I just showed you. So we'll kind of investigate that. I can give you the measurements of the inside so you know what size will fit. So, okay, so if you're going to be purchasing anything today, please, where is my thing? I need to find my little, here we go. I have a host code for the month, and if you use this host code and you spend $50 this month, this is the gift I am planning to try and get. It's the real red and white adhesive back peppermints. They are so cute. They've been very popular, so I'm hoping they'll be available at the beginning of October when I place my order. If not, I substitute with something of equal or greater value, so we'll just see what we've got available, but I'm hoping to get these because I just think they're adorable. So just make sure when you're ordering, use my host code and spend at least $50, and that will be the gift. I am getting the gifts ready from last month. Some people did my BOGO sale, so that was their gift, but there were some people that earned my embellishment of the month, and so those will be going out next week. All right, let me pop that away. Good morning to everyone. Sorry I got out my notice late. I scheduled my broadcast really early, and then I'm like, oh, I can't send out that email yet. And then anyway, I just got sidetracked, and all of a sudden I was like, oh my gosh, I need to send my email out too to let you know that I'm going live. So I will have a project sheet for these little cute boxes, which will include a diagram to make your life easier so you know where to score everything. I think these originally, some people called, there's lots of different versions out there online. Some people originally called this an origami type box. We are going to be doing scoring, so not origami. I love doing, I love origami, but I love it even better when we can score, where instead of trying to figure out those origami lines. So this, I think this is just, it's not hard. There's just, it's easy. Once you know how, it will be easy. So we're going to make this twice today so you can see it done twice over, and hopefully by the end you'll be an expert. All right, let me switch to my other camera and I will give you a little rundown here. Okay, so let's open up one of these boxes so I can show you. I don't have any candy in here currently, but this is the way they open up. It's this is a fold, so it kind of tucks down in here. One little tip before I forget to tell you, if any of your boxes want to pop open, most of them will stay down just perfectly. But if you feel like the top is wanting to kind of come open a bit, just mold right here, right, these angle folds, just mold them in just a teeny tiny bit, and that's going to hold down that top piece a little bit. So if you feel like any of them are not staying closed 100%, you know, they should stay closed, but you know, if they're just, you know, just depending on the way you fold. And this one, I wanted it to open from bottom to top instead of the other way around. So that's the way. I think the other way, if I had folded the other direction, it might have wanted to stay closed better. But the way I wanted the words and the way I wanted the opening caused me to do the fold in. Because really, you can fold these in from either direction. Like this could be down and it could fold in like this. Of course, I've got something now on the top of it. So of course, I'm going to choose that to be on top. But they could go in either direction. Let's take a quick look at candy, because I know I might forget this. Let's take some candy. So let's open this one up. So I think this could fit like 2 of the Kit Kat bars. See? I think it could fit like 2 of the Twizzlers. You might need to tuck, you know, the paper in a bit so it doesn't want to stick out, right? Same with the Kit Kat bars. But Twizzlers, I think, would like 2 of the Twizzlers would fit in here. Okay. Reese's, I don't know if you could get 2, but maybe you could do a Reese's and a Twizzler. Where's another Reese's? Let's see. Yeah, I think Reese's, I think you would only want to put 1 in there. These ones, the Haribo, I don't know what you call them, but in Germany they call them Haribo. So that's just, so you could just kind of layer them because they're kind of so you can kind of stack them like that. You could put 2 in there. Okay. I do also have M&Ms. These were from a different pack, but these are like little snack size M&Ms. And actually, when I developed this box sizing, I started off with this because I had one of these at my place. So I actually designed the box to fit perfectly around an M&M candy. So that's why it actually sized really well for that. I think you might even be able to stack 2 of the M&Ms on top of each other if you wanted to, you know, add a little bit more. So that's the type of candy that you could put in there. So most Halloween candy that you get at the store in these like big bags will fit. I did notice this year, and I don't know if this is just my store or me, but typically Halloween candy that has like a Halloween character on the front also has Halloween branding on the inside of the package. This year I found that that at least the ones I picked up, they were plain. So it's really nice to have a treat holder like this that jazzes up your candy, because I don't know if that's just the one pack I picked up or all Halloween candy, if they didn't brand it on the inside as Halloween. So then, you know, it actually looks nice to be in a container because it doesn't look very Halloween-y by itself. So just a little thought, when you're looking at Halloween candy, kind of look in through the clear part and see if it is Halloween branded. I just didn't see any this year, so it might be my store. You might have better luck elsewhere, but these are the little ones. And so let's get started. Let's make one of these and two of these and see how they go. So I want to show you, this is the Halloween spells paper. This just got released in September, so we've only had it a little while. So it's got, there's 4 double-sided patterns, or 4 double-sided pages, I guess. So we've got stripes and pool party. We've got kind of a gorgeous scrape polka dot with this star pattern. We've got this old olive, actually I think this is Granny Apple Green, and a black and white stripe pattern. And then we have this Potions and Spells paper, which goes back to the Potions and Spells bundle. So this one really does match nicely because this one is kind of designed to go with this one. But on the back side, we've got orange with little polka dots. So this is a very versatile Halloween paper. It's got the nice Halloween colors, and it just looks bright and beautiful when you put it together with a little topper like I've done. Okay. So let's cut this piece of paper down, because I don't always cut paper on camera. So let's just cut this down so you can see how to do this. I've got my little trimmer here, and we're starting off with a 12 by 12 piece, and we need to cut it down. So I want, it's going to be 5 inches by 10.5. And I want the stripes to go this way, so they kind of go out like this particular one. So I'm going to cut, my first cut will be the 5-inch, and I want the stripes to go like this on the top if I want them to come across. So let's line this up at the 5-inch mark, and we'll cut this down. So that's the 5-inch cut, and now I need to cut this to 10.5. So I need to pull out my ruler here, and we'll get that 10.5 inch, slide it all the way down, 10.5. Okay, and then cut. All right, so, and I've cut a second piece because we're going to do two of these, one with the Potions and Spells bundle and one with Playful Ghosts. Okay, let's move some things along. All right, we'll use this piece of paper first. How about I score on this side, because you'll probably be able to see it better. This pattern is hard to see. So we'll grab our tool, and the first thing we're going to do, we're going to score on the short side. So just as a reminder, this piece of Designer Series paper is 10.5 by 5 inches, and we're going to score at the 3/4 inch mark on both short sides. So just go ahead and do 3/4 all the way down, then turn it to the other side and do 3/4 all the way down. Okay, so you've got 2 lines going in that direction. Now we'll put the long side up at the top, and we're going to score at the 3-inch mark, the 3 3/4 inch mark, the 6 3/4 inch mark, and the 7.5 inch mark. Let's see if I can kind of turn it. You might be able to see the lines a little bit. That's what it looks like. We'll do the same thing for our other one. So I will score on this purple side because it'll be easier to see. So same dimensions, same starting dimensions, 3/4 inch. Turn to the other side. We have the short side up at the top, 3/4 inch. Okay. And then we'll put the long side up at the top and score at the 3-inch mark, the 3 3/4 inch mark, the 6 3/4 inch mark, and the 7 1/2 inch mark. So you can kind of see what that looks like. Okay. Now you need to grab yourself a ruler and a soft mat. This is the stamp, what is this called? It's called the Stamp and Pierce mat, I think. Sorry, I just lost the name. If someone knows the exact name of my little mat. Or just get yourself something that's soft, but not too soft. You just, if you don't have a mat, grab yourself maybe a magazine and put a piece of white paper over top of the magazine because you don't want any color to transfer from the pages of the magazine, but something soft underneath. And you're going to grab yourself a ruler. I like this Omni Grip ruler. I did not put this down in my supply list, but after I get done my video, I will pop it down in there because I get a lot of requests for this particular ruler. It's got like a little bit of width to it, so it's easier when we're going to basically do free hand scoring because it's easier to do this. I tried to do it on my scoring board and I couldn't find a good angle to score at, so this is the easiest way to do it. So we are going to take the piece and let me just, I don't know if you can see this one better. We're going to do these little angle scores that go like this, like this, like this on all the 4 little boxes. So let's do, you know what? I'm going to grab this one first because I feel like we can see a little bit better with this one. So what I like to do, I like to put my stylus tool right in the corner where I'm going to start scoring, and I butt my ruler up against there, and then I rotate my ruler until I see where the score line actually meets the edge of the page, and then I'm going to just run that along there. You kind of see that? So I will have a diagram because you have to score it in the correct direction. So that's the only little trick. You need to score it like this. Don't score it in the opposite direction because it won't work then. So again, just put your stylus tool right at the intersection, the score intersection, but your ruler right up against it, and then rotate it until you see where that score line meets the page edge, and then you can just very easily do that. It's easier to do this than it is to try and line up your ruler first, because this is just really easy because at least you have your starting point pinned down. Okay, so I don't know if you can see that. You can see it perhaps better on my sample piece here. Where the little lines are like this. Okay, let's do that again with the purple piece. I think this is probably the hardest part of this box because there's no gluing, there's no cutting. Now, I say there's no gluing and cutting. If you're decorating up the box, there will be gluing and die cutting and punching if you want to decorate it in that way, right? But the actual box requires no adhesive. So let's just finish this off. Once you get a knack for this, it's going to be super, super easy. This is probably, I think this is maybe my 8th or 9th box that I've made because I made a few sample ones before I actually got to the actually decorated up boxes. So I want I want this to be the outside of the box, because I want this part to fold like this, okay? So that's what I want to see for the most part. And then we're going to see a little bit of the blue edge over here on the side. So this is the best way I have found to fold the piece up. So I'm going to look for, I'm going to count over 2 from this edge over here, and just fold along the second score line in from the edge, and we're going to fold along that one. Don't fold along the other one yet, because we're going to do this in a really specific order. So you see how there's one score line, and I want the second score line in. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side, count to the second score line in and fold that. And you can use your bone folder to reinforce that. Okay, then we're going to fold up top here. We're just going to fold in just to the first score line. So just start the fold right there. And start the fold, but only go till you hit that first score line. Just bringing it in like that. Okay, so we've done the 2 inner, we've done these ones. Now we're going to turn it like this, and we're going to bring these in right here, these little angles. We're going to bring them in. Okay, and then we're going to fold this one back and this one back, and then we're going to bring this and just kind of fold this one down in this direction. Okay, and then you can kind of fold that. All right, then we'll do the same thing with the other side. We're going to come in, we're going to bring these in right here. Okay, and fold them flat, and then fold each side back along this one, back along this one. Then we're going to do this back piece right here and fold it. Okay, and that really is all that you need to do to fold it. So then you're just going to do this, and you're going to do this, and that is how it stays together. Isn't that cool? That did not take very long at all. And look how pretty this is, because it shows both sides of the designer series paper. If you left this box just as it is right now, it would be pretty. So now anything you do to it is just icing on the cake. All right, let's do the other one. Let's do one more so that you can see the fold once again. Now this is a very, we're gonna have the purple side on the outside, so it's a very busy pattern, so I'm going to have to explain how it works. Second score line in, fold, second score line in, fold. Okay, then we're going to fold just along this little piece, the first segment, just fold it in. And this one, and then this one, Cindy asked me, this will be your first Halloween in your new house. Actually, technically it's our second, but I wasn't here last Halloween. We had moved in July, and my mom passed away in October, and I was still up in Canada when Halloween happened. So I wasn't here last year, but I will be here this year, and I don't think my husband's going to be here this year. I think he's traveling back on the 31st. So I don't know, but we'll figure it out. And interestingly enough, my dad passed away on Halloween, but that's not a sad thing for me because my dad loved Halloween. So I think it was a message from the great beyond saying that I should go on and live my life and be creative like he was. So it's a happy memory that he passed away on Halloween for me. Okay, so that's a really personal thing on the side. My mom and dad both passed away in October, 3 years apart. It's crazy. Okay, so anyway, I'm folding this down. I'm going to, again, pinch down these little angle folds and fold these back. Fold this back, and then we're going to come here and fold this one. This is not hard. Once you get the knack of it, these two get folded in like this, and then just kind of fold that one back, fold that one back, and then come in here and just give this a little press back here. You can kind of just reinforce it just a teeny tiny bit, and then we just fold down. You can, I guess I should fold this one and then this one. It doesn't matter. Whatever tucks better, choose that. And remember, if it's not tucking 100%, just push these like a little bit forward, like just bow them a little bit, and it's gonna help that top lid stay shut. But isn't that cute? Just cute boxes. Okay, let's decorate the tops. So we'll start off, let's do Playful Ghosts, and we're going to punch first. We are going to need the 2 3/8 inch circle punch, and we'll just do a little punch. And we are also, I'm gonna create a little banner that goes behind there. So let's use our other punch right away. Where is it? We're gonna use the Labeled with Love punch. And we're going to take a little piece of, oops. Okay, I know I've got it here somewhere. I've got a lot of stuff on my desk today. This happens whenever I use more than one bundle, theme. I try to show you a lot. I have more products sitting out here than normal. Okay, so this is a little piece of 3.5 by 1 1/4. This is Lemon Lime Twist, and we're going to use this punch. We're going to make a long banner using this punch. So I'm just going to feed this in from the side. This is a little different than you normally would punch this. Feed it in from the side of the punch. Just feed it in between the metal and the plastic right here. Okay, and then you're going to grab it out on this side. You're going to line this up. You can feel it with your finger, your paper just pressing right against the edge here, okay? And then you're just gonna give it a punch, and it cuts off about that much. And I go in from the same side. You could go in from this side too, but I like to punch on this side. So then I just feed this end through. And again, I'm gonna line this up right against my finger. I can feel the edge of the cardstock, and then I'm gonna punch it. So both times you're punching off about the same amount. And then when we layer this up, this is going to layer up behind there. It's just going to add a little bit of something behind there to kind of lift it up and pop it a little bit. Okay, we are going to use this one. I have not used yet on one of the boxes. So I wanted to use, this one's the little ghost that's popping out of the pumpkin. And we're just going to ink this little guy up. And we'll stamp him. Let's move him over here. And I think this little guy, he's coming out of the pumpkin, and I'm going to use the greeting that comes with it. It's just a little boo. I think he's coming out of the pumpkin and saying boo. So we'll just do that. Really cute. And then we will color him. And the ghost is white, so that's really helpful, isn't it? So we'll just go ahead and color this one with, this is my dark Stampin' Blend. You could do some shading and be creative, but I'm going to do this quickly. Just kind of move it around the smile right here. So this one, if you use Playful Ghosts, it's going to involve a little bit of coloring if you wish. If you use Potions and Spells bundle, you're going to be doing die cutting, but I don't think that one involves any coloring. So pick how you want to do it. There's different ways to decorate up the top, or you can just pop it right in there and pop the candy right in there without even decorating the top. You don't have to. This is just like the extra. And if it's true that Halloween candy doesn't have much Halloween decoration on it this year, then it would be really nice to put the Halloween candy in a little decorative box. So yeah, this year I'm gonna see, I have to ask my husband. I don't know that, I think he ended up putting a bowl of candy out instead of like staying out there the whole time, because we were really busy last year, and it was just a super busy month. Okay, so I am going to, this was Daffodil Delight Dark and a light pumpkin pie. We're going to do just on the edge of this pumpkin here. And then we'll use Old Olive Dark. No, I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to use Old Olive Light, and I'm going to use that just right up top. I could also use Granny Apple Green or Lemon Lime Twist. Choose a green for your little topper just to bring this back. I could have used Lemon Lime Twist, but it's okay. Whatever color green you want to use, either Old Olive, Granny Apple Green, or Lemon Lime Twist for the little guy up top. Okay, and then we're just going to glue these two pieces together. I know that I'm just going to be needing glue in the center here, so I'm not going to go all the way out to the sides. And then I'm just going to take this and kind of like, okay, where are you centered? Somewhere along there. Okay. So that looks pretty good. And you know what? I need to grab my little dimensionals. Just hold on. I ran out. So Stampin' Up! Makes dimensionals in black and white. The black variety has both the bigger dimensionals and the smaller ones. I'm going to use black today because I want to use black for the back of my cauldron. Actually, I could use white. I also have white out. So let's leave that for the other one. Let's grab my white ones because they're lighter for this particular one. And I'm just going to pop on 3 dimensionals. In my supply list, I wrote down the black ones just because we're into Halloween. So you can use either. The main thing, the difference with the black is when you look at it from the side, you're going to see black edges versus white edges. Oh, here, I'm tilting it. So you're going to see black instead of white, which is sometimes useful for darker cardstocks. So, okay, I think I'm going to put this one. I'm just trying to decide. Yeah, definitely on here. This one's going on here. Okay, so I've just got some dimensionals, popping this up just a tiny bit. And then we're going to put that on there. So super cute, right? We'll line them all up afterwards, and so you can see all of them together. So now let's do the cauldron, just so you can see what that one's like. Let's grab the Potions and Spells bundles. Oh, and just before I go, or before I move on to the next section, this was the Playful Ghost stamp set. And it comes with the little Dracula ghost, the little witch ghost, and the little pumpkin, the ghost jumping out of the pumpkin ghost. And then these greetings, which I love. Happy Halloween, Boo, and Trick or Treat are my 3 go-to greetings. So this stamp set alone, just for those 3 small greetings that work really well on a lot of different Halloween treat boxes alone, I would get the stamp set just for that alone. But these images are super cute too. They don't have a die cut that go with them, but they work really well with this punch, right? So you stamp and you punch and you have room for your greeting on there too. So it just works out really well. So you don't actually have to cut those little images out. Okay, now we're moving on to potions and spells. So potions and spells does have a, they do have dies. So that's one next thing. Let me pile my stuff. Pile it over so I can find all the things I need. So I want to, let's do the one with the cat. I feel bad. I'm always leaving out this crow. I did another, I did a cauldron box and I used the cat, but the cat's so cute. I just have to use the cat. You could also use the crow. One of my samples has the crow on it, and we'll just mount the cat onto a block. This is a D block, and we're going to stamp the cat onto this is basic gray cardstock. So because I'm not going to color this, it's just very easy to stamp this cat, and then we're going to die cut it, and it's going to look like a black cat. We also need to cut out a cauldron, and we're going to cut out some of this that looks like it's oozing over the cauldron. This one, you could use the small stamp and cut and emboss. So let's grab the mini emboss. Let's grab that. The mini emboss fits better into my screen. Let's open it up. I'm going to grab my plates. So I have number 1 plate, I have a number 3 plate, and I have clear plates. So my machine is tight. I explain this all the time because I feel like half the machines are on the tighter side. So a lot of machines you can get by with using the number 1 plate, which was the original plate designed for die cutting, but that my machine is too tight for that. But it also comes with a number 3 plate, so I use that one instead, and it works perfectly. So just grab whatever plate works best for you. You're going to put that down, then a clear plate, number 3. Then we're going to grab a piece of black cardstock. We're going to grab the cauldron. We're going to put the second plate on top, and we're going to crank this through. And yes, I probably could do this in advance, but I need to show you what the tools are like and how they work. And if you're new to stamping, I want you to see how it all works and not like, okay, and then it's done. So I know this does take extra time, but it's good to show the different steps. Again, same sandwich. Number 3 is down. I've got my clear plate, actually, yes. Number 2 plate, clear plate on top. We're going to run this through with this little drip, which is kind of fun. I never could have hand cut that, so that's just super easy. And then we're going to die cut our little cat. And I'm just going to use a little bit of Post-it labeling and cover up tape just to pin this down. I've got a little tiny piece already stuck to my tripod, so we'll just go ahead, and when you're going around a stamped image, you want to kind of see the outline in the frame of the die. So just kind of position it. You just have to kind of eyeball all the way around your die. And I'm a bit of a perfectionist, so there's that problem. And also it's so much easier for me to do it when the cat is up and down and I have him on an angle. See, okay, what I'm gonna do, this is driving me crazy. So it's just easier, I don't know why, but to see the image on its side, for some reason I have trouble lining it up. I don't know why that is, but it just is. So it's just easier for me to line it up when it's up and down, because I think the most important part is that you see its face and that that's in the right spot. Okay, that was easier. All right, let's run this through. So next week, I am going to be broadcasting from a different room, I think, unless workers aren't here on Friday. We are about to embark on a master bath reno starting on Monday. So I don't know if they'll be here every single day, because of course I think they have to have things checked over, because of course we pulled permits and stuff. So I don't know the whole process, but it's going to be like 5 to 6 weeks of me being in another room. The reason the master bath isn't here, but it is right above me. And so it would be very noisy, I think, on some days. And so I just am going to do my filming in another room. Okay, so we're going to emboss a greeting on here. So let's do that. Let's grab our embossing buddy. So if you did not want to emboss on here, pick a different color of cauldron, a lighter color, so that your stamped greeting will show up, or don't put a stamped greeting on here at all. I'm going to do this greeting a little hocus pocus. I've got, let's put away my black ink pad. I need my Versamark pad. This is my embossing buddy. You can get it in the Embossing Editions Toolkit. Need Versamark. You're going to need embossing powder. This is the Wow Basics embossing powder. I dumped the white into a little container because that's what I prefer to do it out of a container. I did that this way for so many years. And I'm just going to, this is going to be here and this is going to be here. Let me see what I did on my other one. So yeah, I kind of just put it right kind of towards the center. So let's scoot this out of here. We're going to rub our piece with this, and that helps the stray flecks of embossing powder not stick to the areas that I don't want them to stick to. I'm going to grab this and ink it up. We'll put it over here. Can't see the Versamark right now, but it's kind of a very sticky ink. And I'm going to grab my little spoon. Just sprinkle the embossing powder over top. And just tap it off. Okay. Move that aside. Grab our heat tool. And this also comes with the Embossing Editions Toolkit. That way you don't burn your fingers. You can kind of see on this one when it changes to a darker color of white, then you'll know that it's done. So you want to just let that cool for just a few seconds before you touch it, because otherwise you could smudge it if it was still warm. And then we'll grab this piece and just adhere it onto the top here. So I did try stamping the cauldron and adding this piece, but I feel like this piece looks better on an unstamped cauldron. I think just the style, having this be completely black, just makes it pop a little bit more. It just looks really good. Okay, so let's pop that away. Let's pop this away, and let's bring in our little box. I'm going to put this on here. We're going to put this on here. Oh, let's do the eyes of the cat. I did this for my other box that I did. These are the Ombre Matte Decorative Dots, and I'm using the old olive ones. And I just have like ultra fine point Sharpie, and you're just gonna pick some of these dots. Doesn't really matter which they are. We're just gonna do a line down the middle, and that kind of gives the impression of a cat eye. Just a single line down the top like that. You can kind of see that, right? Just a little tiny line. Then, before we stick this on here, and you don't have to do this, but it just gives the little eyeballs. I think I'm going to stick this one over on the side. It gives the little eyeballs a little bit more of a cat eye. If you had like googly eyes, that would be cute too. That's another way you could do this. Oop. I just want to make sure the line's running up and down, because otherwise the poor cat's going to look cross-eyed. Don't want that. Okay. There you go. The little eyeballs like stand out a little bit because they're green and they've got, see, they've got a little bit of depth to them. That's kind of cute. All right, and then I'm going to lift this up with dimensionals, and I did bring those dimensionals out, and now they are in my stack. Oh my gosh. Seriously, they are here because I showed them to you, right? Here they are. All right, so we've got these big black ones. They do have white on the top, but I'm just going to go ahead and stick one on each corner, and we'll remove the backing. So now if you look at it from the side, you can see black instead of white, and this works really well with the cauldron. And we'll just kind of pop this on here. They're centered. Okay. And then I'm also going to pop the cat, and I actually have a sheet that I've started. And we'll use some mini ones for the cat so we can support cat. I think actually the tail's going to be off, so we're going to double up the dimensional on the tail. And then we'll just support the feet and one on the body. So very cute either way, no matter which way you do these, whether they're die cut or whether you punch out the little playful ghosts. There's just different ways to do these. Okay, let's, oh, I'm glad you can't see the rest of my desk because it is scary. Scarier than the Halloween stuff that I made today. All right, so we've got two different versions of this. And of course, if you like the plainer background, if you don't want the stripes competing with your image, you can absolutely switch things around, and you can flip the paper in the way you fold it, right? So we've got, these are the Playful Ghosts ones. Let's see how many I can squeeze on here. We'll put, and then where's my last one? So this one, the little eye on the crow, I did the bigger one of these, and I did a dot closer to one of the edges with the Sharpie as well. So it's got like a little bit different of a look to it. Also stamped him on basic gray cardstock, so that way I didn't have to color, right? And look at these. Aren't these absolutely fantastic? Like, this is just a really nice display. Put these in a little basket. You know what the other thing is? I haven't tried this, but let's go ahead and try this. I think we might be able to squeeze these into a clear envelope. Let's try this. Say you're worried about them coming open. Let's see if they will fit inside a clear envelope. Look at that. Extra protection, right? Clear envelopes. I didn't put this on my supply list because I didn't think of it in advance, but they are item number 102619. You get 50 of these in a package, so you get a lot of them, so you could easily wrap up all your little treats. So yeah, they fit inside there, and that's kind of like added protection. Like say even you're handing these out for your little Halloween trick-or-treaters, and you really want to kind of preserve this and make sure it doesn't, well, it might get smushed, but at least it will be protected and stay together, right? And then that will still be kind of cute. And the candy inside here, I always try and find candy that is sealed so that it feels safe, because I never let my son have candy that could be wrapped and unwrapped, right? So the candy, whatever you choose, like if you choose the ones that I had, they're all sealed, right? And so that kind of, it feels like that it's safer, right? But even just for your friends, maybe a nursing home, whatever you're making these for, this will protect them. Or if you just want to lay them out, if you don't want to have extra plastic, absolutely do that. Whatever makes you happy. But aren't so cute? They're so cute. Just love them. And either way, the ghost looks cute, and the Hocus Pocus looks cute. And there is also, in the Potions and Spells, there is also a Happy Halloween. And if you didn't want it to be, this one's long and skinny, right? You could either stamp it across or cut your Happy and Halloween apart, and then you can stack them. And then they will fit better on the cauldron if you want to do the same thing and emboss on there. Or you can do like a little label going across, like a little banner or something. You could do that too if you want to just do Happy Halloween. So many options. Or if you have both bundles, or both the bundle and the stamp set, this one also has a Happy Halloween that you could use on this one, right? So you could, if you want to do Happy Halloween. So lots of different options. I hope you enjoyed that. I think I love this box. I wish I knew who to credit the original design of the box. The person that I saw who had done it, another demonstrator recently, she had done a different size version, but I have seen this box before, so I don't know who to credit for the original design. So let me see in the background if I can find the name of the demonstrator that I inspired this project. Let me just go here. I know, let me see if I can find her real quick so I can name her and credit her. Let's see. In the background, nothing's easy to find. Let's see. Her name was Jennifer Roque. And I think her website is Stamp Camp with Jen, and she made a smaller version of the treat box. So let me go back in. I love to be able to credit people, and sometimes it's just and in this case, she was not the original creator of this box, unless she did another one many years ago, because I've seen this design around for a while. I just never investigated how it all came together. So it's just a really fun type of fold. Okay, if you're new to my channel and you would like to see more videos from me, please subscribe to my channel. And if you have a comment for me, a question for me, please put it. If you're live with me today, absolutely ask it during the live. And if not, put it in the comments. I get to them eventually. And give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate that too. All right, I'm going to say hello to all of you. I hope you enjoyed today's project. I will send out a project sheet to my email list subscribers on tomorrow. And to get on my email list, if you're not already on my email list, go in the description of the video, and that's where you find all the links. Make sure you expand it out so that you can see all the links. I have my supply list down there. I have a link to my blog. I have a link to lots of different things, and I will add my ruler and the post-it labeling and cover-up tape I used today, just as an extra little thing, because I don't have that in my, they're not Stampin' Up! Products. They are peripheral products that you might need. Okay, good morning, Linda from Lockport. Hello, Mary from Indiana. Hello, Verblue from raining Missouri. Oh no, I hate when I hear there's rain in the middle part of the U.S. because guess where it's coming next to me. So I'm sorry it's raining. Good morning, Marty. And Marty says, well, we're waiting. Don't forget to give Brenda a thumbs up. Well, thank you for that, Marty. And Marty's in Pittsburgh, and she says it's going to be warm today, 80 degrees. How nice. Yes, that paper, Marty was saying that the paper is great. And I wish we had it earlier. I wish we had it when I originally started designing projects, but we have it now, and it is brilliant for this particular project because you see both sides of the designer series paper. I can't say how cute that is. Little work to get that little piece on the outside. It's just really nice. It's a nice design box, works well with our designer series paper. Okay, good morning, Cindy from Everett. Mary says she doesn't have the paper, but do have a different retired paper. You could absolutely use a different paper. I found this interesting. Yesterday, one of my customers called me, and she had placed an order earlier in the month, and I had mentioned the paper to her, and she says, no, I've got lots of designer series paper. And yesterday she ordered this paper, and it is a very nice bright paper that I feel isn't so specific to any particular Halloween, that you could use it for many Halloweens to come, because these are my typical go-to colors for Halloween: a purple, a green, and an orange and black. Those are the colors that I associate with Halloween now when I'm creating and crafting. Marbear says fun. Mary says you can make the boxes in different paper as well. Yeah, like for Christmas. And yes, absolutely. This is a really great box for many different occasions, but especially for Halloween, because we're usually looking for like a little treat box to hold things. Good morning, Karen. She's asked, where did I get my personalized stamping tool caddy? Oh, yes, I love this little guy. This is from my friend, Michelle Carter-Walker. She's a 3D print artist. She's also a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. But the reason that's important is because she designed it for Stampin' Up! Tools. Let me just switch down to my other camera. So she makes two different sizes. This one's the extra large caddy, and I really like this one because I like to have Post-it notes handy, because I'm always needing like a note or something, and it has more room in the back for my dimensionals. So I have lots of room, so I can have several sheets of dimensionals in the different sizes. It has room for take your pick tool. I keep a pencil, just different things that I need and usually use, I can put in there. She does make a smaller version too. Grab got the smaller version. This one is the smaller version. Oh, it doesn't show very well, but you've also got different holes and stuff. So see what you need. I was really happy when she designed this size because it's like a very nice size for all my different things that I want to hold. Because everyone has different things, right, that they need to hold. Like not everyone has the same amount of stuff. But as soon as I got my caddy, my life got a lot better, especially when I was filming my videos, because I have all my tools in one spot and it made it really, really handy. Karen, I already have the link to Michelle's website down below. It's stampytools.com. I think it's on the back here. Oh, not Stampy Tools, sorry, stampyboxes.com. So right there. And I also have a link down below. So if you click on the link below, it will take you directly to that. Okay. Marty asks, what are the measurements of the M&M package? Let's find the M&M package. That would be a good thing if I could see it underneath all the piles of candy I have here. Like this just ended up being, I think I may have stuck it back in here. Okay, I found it. Okay, M&M package. And my ruler also went over here. I've got so many rulers, but this is my preferred ruler. So M&M package is 3.5 approximately by 3. 3.5 by 3 approximately. And that's what this is too. This is 3.5 inches across by 3 inches. And then it's 3/4 of an inch high. So it's a nice size for 1 or 2 pieces of candy, depending on what type of candy you put in there. So it's not going to hold Hershey's Kisses though, because Kisses are about an inch high, or a minimum, I think 7/8 you'll need. So you don't have clearance for that, but you can put a lot of different types of candy. They just need to kind of be like the flatter ones. So this one, I don't know if it would hold the thicker candy. What I would do is I would take what I did, I took my prototype to the store. I folded it in my purse and I'm in the candy aisle holding this box up to the different candy to see what kinds of things it would actually fit. So it won't fit everything. We'd have to redesign it a bit to make it if we needed a little bit more depth. And I'm sure one day I'll do this box again in a different size. I loved it. It's a great box if you're going to make a lot of them. And it just really uses our designer series paper well. It really showcases it well. It's just a very nice box. Absolutely love it. I wish I knew who to credit the original design to. I think it's been around for a while, so it would be very hard to trace where the origins were, right? Hello, Connie from Denmark. I hope you'll find some candy to put in this box. I'm sure you will. Good morning, Debbie. She says, I'm brave having so much candy on hand. Yeah, I know. I am. I the sacrifices I make for you guys. I am an avid walker. If I didn't like walk twice a day, I would be scared to bring anything into this house, because like I have to, I don't know that I walk it off, but I'm always on the go. Like I try not to eat too much of it. So I try to save it for another year and keep old candy that I will never eat the old candy in my place. So that I don't even want to touch that at all. So that really, really helps, because I do craft with candy a whole lot. So I have to be very careful. You're right. Marty, pointed out the Stampin' Pierce mat. Yes, she says it's $5. That's great. Thank you. And the item number is 126199. So stamp and pierce mat. Perfect. Thank you so much, Marty. You're awesome. Good morning, Mary, the other Mary. Hello, Chris. She says, a very clever and easy fold. Hello, Mary from Missouri. We've got a few Marys here this morning. Good morning, Louise. And Marty loves the way it stays closed. Yeah, I know. It amazes me too. So if you do have a problem, remember just the edge that's trying to tuck in. If it wants to pop up a bit, it's usually not a lot that it wants to pop up, but you just bend in these little angled folds here, and that helps it stay closed better. If you have, it's weird how you always have one rogue one that wants to do something different. You would think you're kind of scoring them all the same, cutting them all the same, and then still every once in a while you'll have one that's not behaving. So you just have to kind of mold the paper. Remember, paper, it's paper. We can manipulate it a little bit. So just try tucking in those little angled folds a little bit. Good morning, Linda from Happy Valley, Oregon. I'd like to live in a place called Happy Valley. That sounds so optimistic, doesn't it? She's going to watch the replay. Great. I will have a project sheet too tomorrow. Louise said my projects made her fall in love with Playful Ghosts. Oh, that's great. I looked at the stamp set originally, and I kind of bypassed it very quickly because I thought we were going to have other Halloween in the holiday catalog, but it turns out we didn't. And when we didn't, I was like, oh, okay, I'm going to go back and look more closely at the Halloween one, because I'm usually looking for like something that has a die cut or maybe a punch that matches it. And the truth of the matter is that stamp set works really well with a bigger label punch, like a circle punch, and then you can put the greeting right on there and it works really well. So we don't really need a separate punch for that die, so or for that stamp. So it works really well. Marty says last year she didn't have any trick-or-treaters. Yeah, I know we had some. I just don't know how many. I think trick-or-treating might be on the decline a little bit, but there's still other ways that we can have fun, like with our friends and with people that we have around us. Don't forget, that you can give people little happy things. Make the world a better place. Make a few little treat holders, drop them off, maybe where you go grocery shopping, maybe at your local post office if they know you, drop them off at different places and make people happy. There's a lot of stress in people's lives these days, and just acknowledging someone with a little happy treat that you thought of them, like, it's so wonderful. So go out there and share your love of paper crafting. Maybe you're not going to turn them into paper crafters, but you're going to spread joy. And that's one of the nicest things about this hobby that we have. Okay, let's keep going. Louise said if she left candy out in a bowl, the teenagers would take it all, as is they always try to come more than once. Oh, I know. The poor teenagers. I think we were all there once. I think they tend to come out a little later. Our neighborhood is pretty good. We have a lot of little ones here, and I didn't see it last year, but I'm excited to see who comes out this year. We have some cute little neighbor kids, and if our neighbor across the street, he sets up last year he set up all these blowout Halloween decorations, and they were spectacular. So like our place looked really cool because we were across the street from the person who actually decorated. So that was very nice of our neighbor. So that draws a little attention to the three houses in our cluster right here. Okay, let's see. Marty mentioned Stampy boxes. Thank you. And she also has the 2 sizes. Great. Louise says she ordered potions and spells. It's arriving tomorrow. Oh, awesome. Great. Now you'll have one more thing to do with it. Marty says that she used to get lots of kids and would decorate the front porch and play spooky music. I know I need to up my game, especially because of my neighbor. So we'll see what I can throw out this year. Last year I wasn't even here, so couldn't do anything about that. Oh, hello, Pretty Petal. I'm so glad that you're joining us for your first live. I hope you will join us again. That's very nice. Pretty Petal says she likes the die set. It is really fun. Both of them are great. Okay. Louise says she loves how I did the cat's eyes. Linda says she just got this cute paper last evening. Had the stamp set and die set. Will definitely do this box. I think you will love it. Lynn says, way too cute. Pretty Petal says, everyone's saying cute. Well, thank you so much. And they like the clear envelopes. Don't forget to pick up a pack of those. Those are great for keeping things. And Marty, thank you for putting the item number out there. It's 102619 clear medium envelopes. And Linda loves the box for no gluing, right? No gluing, and really after you've done your first cut, you don't have to do any cutting, no tabs, nothing like that. So it's a very neat design. Louise says she did a similar box years and years ago, but it only fit 2 Hershey's Nuggets. Yeah, I think the box that, what was her name? Jennifer did, held small candy. So this one's nicer because, well, I shouldn't say it's nicer. It is designed for more like the Halloween candy, the different sizes of Halloween candy. So both boxes are great. And hers were super cute too. So if you want to look her up, definitely do that and give her some love too, because she was what inspired me to do this particular one. Diane says, cute projects. Linda says, perfect box. Pretty Petal says, I was wondering about your embossing buddy, why it didn't leave white powder on the black paper. Mine always leaves powder behind. So it kind of depends on how often you've used it. So if yours is really powdery, like it can be really powdery. It has in the past. What I do after the embossing is after I've heated it and I've let it cool a little bit, I wipe it on my pants and just that takes off the excess white powder. So yours might be a little bit more powdery. I don't know why. They just are at different stages. So mine is just a little bit less white coming out, but it's still working. So I'm not trying to squeeze out more powder at this time. It still works really well. Laura says, it's been a while, still not doing much. Aw, but she says, I always love your projects. Well, Laura, I'm thinking of you. And, you know, I think at some point you will feel the urge to craft again. I know when you're going through tough phases of your life, like it can be really difficult to craft, because I think crafting comes from a space in the heart where there's a lot of joy, right? And so that's why it can be difficult. But, you know, just keep going on and giving it a try every once in a while and seeing whenever something sparks joy, just go for it full tilt and try and get back into it again. I know I've had several times in my life when my spirits have been low, and then all of a sudden something else will spark some joy back into my life, and that really helps, because it's good for the body to create. It's good to find the small joys in life. Just that keeps us going. I'm thinking of you. Marty says the black and white side of the paper would be nice for a winter night card. Yes, you could use the like this paper right here looks very Halloween-like, but it could also work for a different occasion as well. Same with the purple, like on its own, it could be a nice birthday paper, right? So it doesn't just have to, and the pool party side is just a very neutral. It's just paired with a side that makes it look like Halloween. So you can really make things, you can, this paper has enough neutrality in it, you could use it for other occasions. Linda says, here comes the fun now. Hello, Victoria. She says, thank you. I'm very cute for any holiday. Marty says, there's a local candy maker who makes chocolate-covered pretzels. That sounds good. Cerise Candy in Canonsburg, Pennsylvania. Oh, they have individually wrapped pretzels. Oh, yeah, so that's why you needed the measurements. Well, I hope you find something that works in the box. I'm not sure who this person is. It's a bunch of letters for a username, but she says adorable box and nice fold that you don't have to glue. And Jennifer Rivenberg says, hey. Well, thank you so much for being here this Friday morning. I hope you give this project a try. I know you're going to love it because once you get the hang of it, it's super easy. I will send out that project sheet tomorrow with a diagram so you know exactly which direction to do those little angled folds. And then if you have trouble folding that box together, come back to my video so that you can see how to fold it the easiest way, or the easiest way that I found. I hope you have a great weekend, and I'll see you back here next week. Bye, everyone.